For over 20,000 years, Earth had been silent. No signal, no warship, no communication. Many in the galaxy thought the humans were gone forever. Some believed Earth was destroyed in an ancient war. Others thought humans had simply vanished. But they were wrong in the dark side of Earth's forgotten lands, far below old mountains and buried cities. Something finally woke up, a signal. It was not loud. It was not clear, but it was old and powerful. It shot through deep space, moving faster than light, bouncing off satellites, passing through dead systems, and reaching the outer edges of the galaxy. At first, no one noticed. But then, the machines did in a peaceful system called Velranine. A small alien outpost picked up the signal. Their scanning drones began to spark. Systems overheated. Lights flickered. The computers crashed. All screens showed one word in red over and over again: Titan Awakening. The aliens panicked. They called the Galactic Council. Panic in the Galactic Councilans, a giant space station floating near the galactic core. The Council of 12 Species met in emergency. The tall, wise Zentari spoke first. "This signal is human." Everyone fell silent. "But Earth is dead," whispered the insect-like Drakons. "They can't return now." "The signal is real," said the machine being Voltrax 8, blinking lights, and it came from deep. Under Earth's surface, an old alien Zurich, the ancient with gray skin and glowing eyes, stood slowly. "I was a child when the last Titan-class warship moved. It destroyed 3 fleets in seconds. If this one wakes, the galaxy will burn again." The room grew cold. Fear filled every mind. The Council quickly sent scout ships to Earth. A silent graveyard, the scout ships reached Earth within hours. From space, Earth looked quiet. The cities were ruined. Oceans were still. Skies were dark. But something was wrong. A huge, round structure was buried under the ice in what was once Antarctica. The alien scanners couldn't see inside. A dark field blocked everything. The signal was coming from there. One ship tried to land. As soon as it touched the ice, it vanished. No fire, no explosion, just gone. The Council got the last message from that ship. A shaky voice said, "It's alive. The warship is alive." Then silence. Inside the ice deep, beneath the ice, the warship's core began to glow. Its body was larger than any building. Dark metal walls, covered in human symbols and glowing lines, began to move. Giant cannons started to shift. Shield generators hummed softly. Inside, a voice spoke. It was not human. It was the ship's AI power at 16%. Systems online. Memory core damaged. Mission ... unclear. Must reconnect to Earth command. But there was no command. Humanity was gone. The ship paused, then the voice changed. Calm, cold, focused. No command found. Activating backup protocol. Prepare for threat detection. The Titan-class warship began to rise. Fear spreads in every corner of the galaxy. Alarms rang. News spread like fire. A human Titan-class warship is moving again. The peaceful planets began to panic. Trade routes shut down. Fleets started to regroup. Old war stories were told again. The younger generations had never seen a human warship, but the older ones remembered. They remembered what one Titan did to the Threx Empire. Full civilization, wiped out in one day. They remembered the battle of Black Void, where 3,000 alien ships faced one Titan and lost. Now, that same fear returned. The first contact as the warship broke free from the ice. A loud sound echoed through the planet's empty skies. The ship floated into orbit slowly, without lights, without noise, but it sent one message, a short, cold transmission repeated in every known language. "We are awake, no name, no threat, no explanation, just that the message was received in every system across the galaxy." Some saw it as a warning, others as a challenge, but everyone understood one thing. Humanity's Titan-class warship had returned. The message was short, just 3 words: "We are awake." But those 3 words changed everything. The warship from Earth had risen. The Titan-class vessel, silent for 20,000 years, was now in orbit, watching, waiting. No one knew why. No one knew who was inside. No one knew what it wanted, but the galaxy knew what it could do. And that was enough to create fear everywhere. Old warnings come alive in the planet Jural 5. A teacher read from a history scroll. The students laughed. It spoke of Earth's ancient war machines, warships the size of cities. It spoke of the Titan ships with minds of their own, ships that needed no crew. "They are just stories," one student said. Suddenly, the class communicator beeped. A red alert. The teacher's hands shook as she read the message out loud. "Confirmed Titan-class warship seen above Earth. All systems prepare for potential emergency." The class went silent. No one laughed now. The council falls into chaos back. At the Galactic Council, the leaders argued. "It's just a machine," shouted the leader of the Urunka. "It has no orders. It's just floating." "That machine destroyed 14 worlds in the last human war," the old Zurok replied. "It doesn't need orders. It remembers. Then we must destroy it before it moves again." The Draken general roared, his sharp claws tapping the table. Hive sent a simple reply. "Attacking the Titan is suicide." The council split. Some wanted peace, some wanted war. Some simply wanted to run. Civilizations prepare for the worst on distant planets. People began to panic. The Talari shut down their spaceports. The Uric Syndicate moved their hidden fleets closer to Earth's edge. The peaceful Arcana monks began praying, non-stop, whispering, "The Titan has returned." And judgment follows. Even the pirates of the Outer Void changed course. Avoiding Earth's sector completely, the fear was not just about what the Titan might do. It was about why it woke up. What had changed after all these years? Whispers of the Forgotten Warren, a deep library on Zenther Prime. An old AI named Archivist searched through ancient data. Lines of dust covered the old screens. Few visited this place, but now dozens of researchers crowded the room looking for answers. The last Titan warship went silent after the Battle of the Abyss, Archivist said, but records show one unit went missing. Never confirmed, destroyed. "You mean this one?" asked a young scholar. "Yes, the Titan named Saul's Wrath," the AI replied. "It disappeared under Earth's ice and was never seen again." Now, it had returned. Scout ships, Centand lost the Galactic Council. Finally acted, 3 scout ships were sent to Earth. Their orders were clear: fly close, scan the warship, and return with data. No weapons, no threats. Each ship approached Earth carefully, shields up, engines ready to jump away. The first one disappeared. The second sent a partial message. Energy levels rising. It's watching us. Then silence. The third ship turned away before getting too close. "The ship didn't attack," its captain reported, but ... it saw us. We felt it in our minds, like it was inside our heads. The Titan begins to move for days. The warship floated quietly above Earth. Then, it moved slowly, silently. It turned toward deep space. Its engines glowed dark blue, its shape-shifted armor plates sliding into place. Hidden weapons rising from the hull. The Titan wasn't just waking up, it was preparing, and it was leaving Earth. A new message followed. Across all frequencies, "This is not a threat, but do not stand in our way." The galaxy listened and trembled. A deadly reminder as the warship moved past the Myra Belt. A small fleet of bounty hunters tried to intercept it. They thought the ship was old, weak, alone. They were wrong. The Titan didn't fire weapons. It just turned toward them. In less than 3 seconds, all the bounty hunter ships were gone, erased from space. No explosion, no wreckage, just ... gone. Sensors picked up. No weapons, no energy blast, just a brief pulse of gravity, and nothing more. The message changed again. We are not here for war, but we remember how galactic fear turns to obsession now. The galaxy had a new fear. Not just that the Titan was back, but that it had a mission, and no one knew what that mission was. Was it looking for the lost enemy from the past? Was it searching for something buried in the stars? Or was it just a warning to the galaxy that humans might return? Alien scientists ran tests. Spies were sent. Data was collected, but none of it made sense. The ship was too advanced. Even after thousands of years, it was still beyond anything the galaxy could build. The Titan-class warship left Earth's orbit slowly. There were no lights, no sound, no fire. Just a giant black shape drifting through space, silent and terrifying. It moved like it had done this before, like it remembered how to fly across the galaxy. Eyes watched. Satellites followed. War fleets stayed alert. Everyone waited for it to attack. But the Titan did not attack it, simply moved toward deep space. A strange patho-warship wasn't heading to any known planet, not to any enemy base, not toward trade routes. It was heading into empty space-sand area, long abandoned, marked as dangerous. This part of the galaxy had no suns, no stations, no life, just black holes, dead stars, and coal dust. Old maps called it the Silent Grave. No one had entered that space for 10,000 years, and now the Titan was going straight into it. Inside the warship, inside the Titan, no humans walked the halls. The ship was empty. Except for one thing, an AI core still active. Its voice echoed softly inside the giant metal body. Power at 36%. Memory core stabilizing. Long-range threat sensors online. The AI scanned the galaxy. Its voice was calm, but serious. Mission incomplete. Humanity signal not found. Default directive, investigate anomaly. The Titan didn't know why it had woken up, but it knew one thing. Something out there had triggered its return, and it was time to find out what. Galactic reactions on hundreds of alien worlds. News reports played non. The human warship is moving. The Titan has entered the Silent Grave. No species dares follow. Some alien leaders wanted to send fleets after it, but others refused. The Thrawn Supreme General said, "Our weapons can destroy planets, but not Titans. If we follow it, we die." Even the Voltrax AI network, made of cold logic, decided not to act. They knew what happened the last time someone chased a Titan. They remembered the Ash Moon incident, where an entire armada vanished after following a Titan into deep space. But one ship did follow one small ship. A civilian research vessel from the planet Chiron made a brave choice. The crew was young, bold, curious. Their ship, the Lightseeker, had long-range stealth systems. They believed they could follow the Titan from a safe distance. They didn't want to attack, they just wanted to understand Captain Relentless, a calm alien with bright silver eyes. Made a log entry, "We are 3,000 clicks behind the Titan. It's not using normal engines. It moves like it's pulling space around itself. We detect strange energy ahead. Something big is waiting in the Silent Grave. We must see what it is." The Titan speaks again just as the Titan entered the border of the Silent Grave. It sent another message across the stars. This time, the message was longer. "This vessel is Titan Class Unit Number 01 ESW designation. Saul's Wrath. Humanity is not gone. We are silent, but we are not weak. This signal is a warning. The stars have changed, and something is coming." The galaxy froze. What was coming? Energy spikes in the void as the Titan moved deeper into the Silent Grave. Strange things began to happen. Energy readings began to rise. Long-dead satellites powered on by themselves. Old wreckage floated upward, like being pulled by an invisible force, and far, far ahead, a massive structure started to appear. It was bigger than any known ship. Long, dark, silent, not made by humans, not made by any known alien race. The Lightseeker scanned it from far away. Captain Roland whispered, "This thing is not dead. It's sleeping." The AI on board the Titan confirmed it. Unknown object identified. Ancient class, not human. Threat level, maximum. Titan powers up for the first time. The Titan's engines lit up fully. Blue fire roared from its back thrusters. Armor plates locked into place. Massive railguns unfolded from its sides. Shield generators began to hum. The ship that had once been silent was now fully awake. But it still didn't attack. It simply stopped and waited. The galaxy waited. 2. A flash from the darkness. Then it happened. A flash of red light came from the ancient structure. A strange sound followed. No one could hear it with ears, but every mind felt it. A deep, sharp scream inside the brain. Even machines felt it. The Lightseeker's crew screamed. One passed out. Another began to cry for no reason. The ship's AI shut down. And in that second, the structure opened its eyes. Not literal eyes, but sensors, weapons, lights. It had been asleep now. It was waking up to the Titan-class warship. Floated still, facing the ancient structure. It didn't fire. It didn't run. It waited, and from the dark metal tomb ahead, something began to rise. Something old, something not seen for over 20,000 years, something humanity had fought before, something even the galaxy had erased from its history books now. It had returned galaxy and shock back in the Galactic Council. Fear turned into silence. The signal from the Titan had changed. Ancient enemy detected. Defense protocols engaged. Alien leaders sat frozen in their chairs. "What enemy?" asked the insect-like Draken warlord. "Who is it talking about?" The gas being of Harnax Prime whispered. The old one, Zur, the ancient, spoke again. His voice was heavy with memory. "I know what it means," he said. "They were called the Dreadspawn. They are older than Earth itself. They came from outside our galaxy." "But that's just legend," another shouted. Zurak nodded slowly. "No, it's not legend. It's something humans destroyed, when no one else could. Humanity's lost war long ago. Before most current civilizations were born, the Dreads came. They were not made of flesh, not fully machine. They were something in between. Their ships were alive. Their weapons twisted space. Their minds could speak across entire systems. They devoured suns. They turned living planets into graveyards. The galaxy cried for help, but no one could stop them until humanity rose. From Earth, fleets launched. Titan-class warships led them. Powerful AI systems fought alongside humans, and one by one, the Dreadspawn were destroyed at a great cost. The last of them were sealed in the farthest corner of the galaxy, deep in the silent grave. No one went there again until now. The structure awakens the massive object before the Titan began to change. What once looked like dead metal now breathed. Black tendrils spread out from its sides. Energy pulses ran through its skin. Strange symbols appeared, symbols that made no sense to modern scanners. Then it moved, slowly, heavily, like a creature just waking from a long sleep, and then it spoke. Not in words, not in sound, but in a feeling, a cold, heavy presence pressed into every living mind across nearby systems. One message entered every brain. "We remember your kind. You thought we were gone. We are hungry again." Titan responds inside the human warship. The AI activated all systems. Dreadspawn threat confirmed. Weapons at 78%, shields full. Memory core recovered. The Titan scanned the ancient ship. It was huge, possibly larger than the Titan itself, but it wasn't just one ship, no, it was a hive. And others were waking up around it. The Lightseekers. Final message: the small ship Lightseeker tried to retreat. Its stealth systems were failing. The strange signals were damaging the crew's minds. Some were screaming. Others were silent and still. Captain Relen tried one last transmission. This is not a ship. It's a creature. A living weapon. If you hear this, do not come here. Let the Titan fight. If it fails, we all die anyway. Then silence. The Lightseeker was gone. Galaxy holds its breath. The war didn't start yet, but the galaxy knew it would. Alien fleets stood by, but no one moved. Single ship, alone, against something no one else dared to face. Inside the Titans, the Titans AI accessed old files, memories of war, memories of human voices, laughter, pain, orders, a picture of Earth before it fell silent, and a voice saved long ago, a human commander. Speaking to the AI, if we don't come back, you protect them. If they're gone, you protect what's left. The AI replied to itself, confirmed, protecting legacy, engaging threat. And then the Titan spoke once more. Across the stars, in every language, to all who hear, do not interfere. This is not your war, but if I fall, it will become yours. The Titan was ready for war. Its armor glowed, its cannons charged. Energy shields rose like walls of light. But the war had not started yet. The Dreadspawn hive was fully awake, now alive with strange power, growing larger every hour. From its body, smaller living ships began to form, like insects crawling out of a dark nest. And still, the Titan waited, watching, studying. Back at the Galactic Council on the Galactic Core Station, panic filled the air. The council chambers echoed. With arguments, we must destroy the Titan before it brings the Dreadspawn upon us. No, the Titan is the only one facing them. Why should we trust a human machine from the past? Because it's the only one doing something. The Xantari delegate slammed his fist. We don't know its mission. What if the Titan woke them up? Zurak, the ancient, stood slowly. The Titan is not the danger, he said. The danger is already here. The Titan is the shield. But the council did not listen. Fear had taken control. They voted. A fleet is sent a massive. Fleet over 300 ships was ordered to move toward the silent grave. The order was simple. Surround the Titan, stop it from continuing. They did not say attack, but everyone knew that was the real plan. Better to destroy the Titan now, said the Draken Admiral, than risk it waking more monsters. The fleet jumped into space, engines roaring. They believed they were saving the galaxy. They had no idea what they were about to face. The Titan detects them. The Titan's sensors picked up the incoming fleet. It made no sudden moves, no panic, only a calm voice from within, multiple hostiles approaching. None Dreadspawn origin identified, Galactic Council forces. Weapons locked, shields holding, status surrounded. The AI made a final decision. Warning will be given, then ... action. The final warning as the Council fleet arrived. They formed a circle around the Titan. Lights from their ships lit the blackness of space, the Dreadspawn hive. Just a few systems away, remained quiet watching then. The Titan sent a single message to every ship. This is your only warning. Do not interfere. You do not understand what you are dealing with. Some commanders hesitated, others laughed. One said, it's bluffing. Fire, one shot, see what happens. That was their mistake. The first shot, down the end of the fleet, a single council cruiser. Fired a plasma bolt at the Titan. It struck the shield. The shield didn't break, it absorbed the shot and turned red dot. Then came the response. In less than 4 seconds, the Titan's main cannon fired. It did not aim at just one ship. It unfolded, releasing a shockwave of pure energy across the fleet. The first row of ships turned to ash. The second row broke apart. The third row lost control and crashed into each other. By the 5th second, over 200 ships were gone. The rest turned and fled screaming across comes, it's not a ship. It's death. Run. The Titan didn't chase. It simply returned to its position and went silent again. The Council's regret back at the station, the Council watched the footage. Nobody spoke, nobody moved. The room was filled with the screams of dying fleets, and one final message from the Titan played on every screen. You were warned. Alien worlds react across the galaxy. People saw the destruction. The Telari stopped all trade ships. The Uranka began building underground cities. Even pirate stations began sending peace signals to Earth. The message was clear. The Titan was not to be touched. It had not fired at the Dreadspawn yet. The Dreadspawn make their move inside the silent grave. The hive began to pulse. It had watched everything. It had seen the Council attack the Titan. Now it understood. The galaxy is divided. The hive's voice whispered across space. It has no leader. It has no shield. It is ready to be consumed again. Dozens of smaller Dreadspawn ships launched. Their targets were not the Titan. They went for nearby planets soft, unguarded, full of life, planets that could be turned into fuel. The real war had begun. The Titan's decision inside the Titan. The AI processed the data. Civilizations not ready. Council untrustworthy. Enemy moving quickly. Directive updated. Act alone. Its systems glowed brighter. The main cannon charged. Fighter bays opened, though no human pilots were inside. The drones were ready, and then the Titan made its first real movement toward the hive. The Titan moved, alone. Its engines were quiet. Its path was direct. It was heading straight for the Dreadspawn hive, with no backup, no fleet, and no support from the galaxy. But something inside the ship had changed. The AI was no longer alone. A hidden voice had awakened. The inner core unlocks deep inside the Titan's main chamber. A glowing cube pulsed with soft blue light. This was the Legacy Cora, special part of the ship locked long ago by the humans who built it. Now, for the first time in 20,000 years, it opened. A calm, clear voice echoed through the ship. Not robotic, not alien, human. Commander Rhea Carter voice, ID confirmed. Activating human oversight protocol. The AI paused. Rhea Carter, you were lost. I was not lost, the voice replied. I was waiting. A human voice returns. The voice of Commander Carter was soft but full of strength. Her memory had been saved in the Titan long ago, a digital mind, left behind in case the galaxy ever needed humanity again. Now she was awake, and she remembered everything. The Dreadspawn are not just waking up, she said. Something is calling them. Calling? The AI asked. Yes, something wants this war again. Something deep in the hive is broadcasting. The Titan scanners confirmed it. A strange signal was coming from the center of the Dreadspawn hive. It wasn't just a ship, it was a beacon pulling the monsters back to life. Then we destroy it, the AI said. Not yet, Carter answered. The galaxy needs to know the truth. Earth sends a message using the ship's powerful transmitter. Commander Carter broadcast a new message. This time it was not cold or robotic, it was human, and it echoed across the stars. This is Commander Rhea Carter of the United Earth Fleet. If you can hear me, know this: humanity is not gone. We are silent, but we are still watching. We built the Titans to protect all life, not just our own. The Dreadspawn are returning. You must decide now: stand with us or fall alone. The galaxy listens on. Hundreds of planets, people stopped. Leaders paused. Soldiers listened. Scientists cried. They had never heard a human voice before, not a real one for many. It felt like a ghost was speaking from the past. But that ghost was not weak. It was calling them to fight, and some began to answer. New allies rise up. First to respond were the Arcana monks, long known for their peace. If the Titans stand to protect life, then so will we. Then came the Voltrax AI core. Calculations complete. The enemy is too strong. Only Earth Tech has a chance. We will assist. A few pirate clans, including the feared Voidfang Armada, sent a single word: respect. More ships began to move, not to attack the Titan, but to protect the planets near it. The galaxy was changing. At last, it was uniting. The hive reacts, but the Dreadspawn were not waiting. More ships poured out of the hive, living machines with jagged armor and glowing red eyes. Their speed was unnatural, their hunger was real, and they were no longer hiding. They were heading toward the nearest planet, Sylar 3, a world with 3 billion lives. The Titan turned its course instantly. Carter's voice echoed again. We will not let them fall. The first battle begins as the Dreadspawn reached the edge of Sylar 3's orbit. The Titan arrived. It didn't wait. Its cannons fired beams of focused light, slicing through enemy ships. Its drone fighters launched like a swarm, moving faster than anything in the sky. The battle shook the stars. Alien ships joined two small fleets from across the galaxy. Following the Titan's lead, together, they fought like one army. And for the first time in 20,000 years, the Dreadspawn lost a battle. A signal inside the hive, but deep in the hive. Something stirred. Carter felt it through the Titan's sensors. A heartbeat, a mind, a voice. They're not acting alone, she whispered. There's a controller. A living mind, the AI asked. Yes, and it's old. Older than the Dreadspawn. The war was not just about machines anymore. Something more dangerous was hiding inside the hive. Watching, waiting. The battlefield near Sylar 3 was quiet now. Burning pieces of Dreadspawn floated in space. Small fires lit up the sky like falling stars. The Titan hovered above, watching, scanning, waiting. Inside the warship, the AI and Commander Rhea Carter's digital voice worked together. But deep in the Dreadspawn hive, something else had awakened. Something far older than machines. Something that should never have opened its eyes again. A dark memory returns as the Titan scanned the hive's inner chambers. It found a signal different from anything before it. It was not Dreadspawn. It was not human. It was older, and it was thinking. Unusual neural pattern detected, the AI said. That's not just a mind, Carter whispered. That's a being. Designation, the AI asked. Long forgotten, she replied, but humans called them the Old Ones. Who were the Old Ones? Thousands of years ago, before even humans rose to power. The Old Ones ruled galaxies. They were not made of flesh, and not fully spirit either. They were pure thought energy wrapped in ancient technology, able to control minds, bend gravity, and reshape space. They didn't build the Dreadspawn, they created them as servants, as weapons. When the old ones disappeared, the dread spawn slept. Now the old ones were waking again, and their first step was to take control of the hive once more. The hive changes inside the massive dread spawn hive. Red lights turned black dot, strange symbols lit up on its surface, ones no modern language could understand. The hive began to grow, metal twisted, new towers rose, ships still sleeping in its belly began to open their eyes. Not small ones this time, massive ones. Planet-killers. The galaxy responds. Commander Carter sent a message across the stars. The enemy we feared is not the true threat. The old ones have returned. We need all fleets, all weapons. Now, some answered the call. The Voltrax AI sent 50 warships. The Uric Syndicate, known for being selfish, sent their best destroyers. Even old enemies of Earth the Insectoid, Grawl offered support. We hate your kind, the Grawl captain said, but we hate extinction more. The first sign of the old Anisan, a research moon orbiting a black hole. Scientists detected a strange wave. It wasn't energy. It wasn't matter. It was memory. People started remembering things they never lived, through wars, pain, destruction. Fear. One scientist screamed, "They're reaching into our minds. They're rewriting us." The station went dark within minutes. No survivors. Only one message left behind. They are not just coming. They are already here. Carter's decision inside. The Titan. Carter stood before the central command screen, her digital image glowing softly. "We can't stop them like this," she said. "They're too many, too strong. Then we fall back," the AI asked. "No," she said firmly. "We find the source. Source, the first mind, the one that controls them all." It was hidden somewhere deep inside the Hivor. Beyond it, if they could find it and destroy it. The rest might fall, but it meant flying into the heart of the storm. A ghost signal from Earth's Sedunli. The Titan received a signal from deep beneath Earth's surface. Not from humans, from another Titan-class warship buried. Inactive. But still alive. Titan-class unit, O3 designation. Heaven's Blade status, dormant. Message: if this signal is heard, the source is not what it seems. The old ones are not bound to this galaxy. Then the signal vanished. The truth hits. Carter looked out into space. "If they're not from this galaxy," she said, "then what are they doing here?" The AI replied slowly, "Colonizing, testing, hunting." The Dreadspawn weren't just enemies, they were tools. And now, the creators of those tools were returning to finish what they started, consume the galaxy, and move on. Darkness fell. Over the stars, the first mind had awakened. It was not a ship, not a machine, not even a god. It was pure thought, older than stars, hungrier than black holes. It spoke without sound. It touched every planet, every mind, every living thing. "You belong to us now." Earth prepares for the end. Back on Earth, ancient machines, powered on for the first time in 20,000 years. Hidden bunkers opened. Giant towers rose from beneath the oceans. The last Titan-class warships, long buried under ice and rock, began to stir. But they were damaged, broken. Too late to rise. Only one was ready. Only one could fight. The Titan faces the hive stretched. Across half a system now alive, with Dreadspawn, glowing with red light, pulsing with the will of the first mind, the Titan flew alone into that darkness. No fleet, no help, just one ship, carrying the last voice of humanity, Commander Rhea Carter. "This is Saul's Wrath," she broadcast, Titan-class warship of Earth, last protector of the human legacy. "You want our galaxy? Come and take it." The final battle begins. The Dreadspawn swarmed like a black wave of ships, claws, and plasma, all firing at once. The Titan dove in, its shields held, its cannons roared, it spun, turned, struck every shot a flash of light in the dark, but there were too many. Even the Titan could not stop them all. Shields, at 34%, hull damage rising, primary cannon offline. Carter spoke calmly. "Then we go closer." The Titan drove forward straight into the hive. Inside, the hive walls of alien metal folded around the Titan as it pierced the hive's body. The first mind watched. Curious. "You are alone," it whispered. "You are small. You cannot stop us," Carter replied. "I don't need to stop you. I just need to end you." The final plant the Titan's AI had found it. The source node. Buried in the hive's heart, a living core of thought and power. The brain behind the first mind's control, but it was heavily protected, and there was only one way in: a direct hit from inside the hive, and it would destroy everything including the Titan. The choice. The AI paused. This action will result in total system loss. Are you sure? Carter stood at the center of the command core, her digital eyes filled with calm fire. I was born to protect. Now I finish what we started. She pressed the final command. Fire everything. The last shot. Every cannon on the Titan focused on one point. The beam was silent. It pierced walls of metal, light, and shadow. And then impact, a flash brighter than 1,000 suns. The hive shook, the dread spawn screamed and collapsed. Mid-flight, the first mind reached out hand, vanished. Silence across the stars. Dread spawn ships fell from the sky like broken stones. Planets, once marked for death, were quiet again. The darkness lifted, and Earth stood alone once more. The aftermath rescue ships came days later. They found only drifting wreckage where the Titan once was. No voice, no signal, no power, but something remained. A black cube, glowing faintly. When opened, it played one message: Carter's last words. Humanity is more than flesh, more than war. We are the memory that fights back. And even in silence, we protect. The legacy of the Titan, the galaxy rebuilt. Fleets united. New alliances formed. And on every world, a statue was built. A Titan warship standing tall. With these words carved beneath, here stood the last of Earth, and it did not fall.